Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do sort of a meal planning video for you. I'm not going to do my meal plan, but hopefully in the next video, starting Monday, I will do a what we eat in a week video. So in there, probably the first part will be meal planning for the week ahead, and then I will show you what we make and how easy it is. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about using what's in your cupboards. So Jordan Page calls it shelf cooking, and I have been living by her methods, and honestly it's so good. It saves you so much money and also so much waste as well. So the first step is go through your cupboards, go through your fridge, go through your freezer, or all of your freezers. I don't know how many freezers you have, we've got 2, and make a massive list of everything you've got in there and the dates that they expire on. The dates are really important because you don't want to be using the new stuff and then all the old stuff then goes off or gets freezer burn and then you can't use it. So really be smart with this. Once you've got a list of everything you've got in your freezer and your cupboards and stuff, you're going to want to start planning your meals. So from what you've got, have a think and be a bit logical about it. So say you've got minced beef or minced turkey. You'll then think, okay, so I can do a chili con carne. That spreads out really far. You add some beans and stuff. Rice is really cheap and you can get loads of that. So that is a really good, quick and easy meal to do. I've got a recipe for that. I'll leave the link for that in the description box below. Yeah, really easy one and it spreads so far. Beef stew, another one. I made it the other day and we were eating it for a whole week. Spreads out, loads of stuff, so potatoes and everything. Really makes it go further, if that makes sense. Yeah, so see what you have and from there create a menu, and that's what I do. So say I've got turkey mince in the freezer, I think, okay, I can use that. I can make burgers, I can make spag bowl, I can make chili con carne. There's so many different things I can make with that. Yeah, so using, especially with the dates, so you put the ones with the dates at the top and they are the ones that you need to use first. So the ones that expire or have been in the freezer for just a little bit too long. And then from there, so start with those and think, right, how can we use these up? Done. There will be your first few meals. So when you do make your meals, you need to then be really smart with your leftovers. So we're a family of 3 and we tend to make dinner one night and maybe have it the next night as well. But at the moment with the current situation, we're all at home for like 2 months or something. So we are having last night's dinner for lunch the next day. And that's how we're trying to be a bit smart with what we eat and limiting how much we eat as well. So obviously you probably know that at the moment supermarkets are rationing what you can buy. It might be a good idea for you to sort of start using that logic in your own home. So with what you've got, because you don't want to use up everything in the first month because we don't know how long this is going to last. So yeah, limit what you have, so portion it out. Don't just make loads of it and then waste half of it by overeating. When you make, say you did make the chili, put half of that to one side and have that for dinner the next day or lunches for everyone the next day. People watching me. So we currently aren't in lockdown yet, but I would recommend, if you're still going to the shops, to get these items if you can, because they're the ones that are going to spread out a long way and last a long time. So obviously we've got rice, which is my favourite one. I love rice. It goes with everything and you don't need much of it because it expands and it's brilliant. Definitely get rice. Oats is also another good one. My dad stocked up on oats because you can make porridge and that really fills you up. So if it did come to the fact that we're just eating to keep ourselves alive, porridge is a good one because you don't need many oats or whatever. Yeah, it will go a long way and it will fill you up really quickly. So pasta and noodles and spaghetti is a really good one to stock up on because you can make so many different recipes with this. In our cupboards, so we've got loads of tinned items because obviously they last a really long time. Things like soup, baked beans, other kind of beans to sort of fill out your chili con carnes or your spag bowls and stuff. So bulking out, rather than using all the meat up, you could do half meat and half beans just to sort of bulk it out a little bit. Tuna, obviously that barely ever goes out of date. I don't know how long the date is on that, but getting loads of like tinned fish and stuff is a really good one because it's got all the nutrients in still, but you're not having to worry about the fish going off or, you know, frozen vegetables. So we don't often buy fresh vegetables because on a week-to-week basis we don't really know what's going to happen, we don't know what we're going to eat. And so say I brought some broccoli and then we didn't end up using it, that's just going to go to waste. So there's really no need to buy it fresh. We always buy it frozen, and then we don't have to worry about, oh, we haven't got any vegetables for dinner, because the freezer's just loaded up with, you know, beans, peas, broccoli, cauliflower, sprouts, you know, everything's in there, and you just don't have to worry about them going off. Ooh, freeze your meat. So I know the supermarkets are struggling at the moment, everyone's stockpiling meat. So we generally go to the supermarket once a week, so on a Sunday, and we will buy a little bit more meat each time. We don't buy a ridiculous amount, but we try and keep stocked up, and we always freeze our meat. We don't ever leave it in the fridge unless, say, it's a whole roast chicken and we're having it that day or something. And then all you've got to do, when I do my list every Sunday, I then see, okay, so we've got pork chops, I'll get them out tonight so that they're ready for tomorrow. Minced turkey, turkey mince. I think, okay, so I'm going to have spag bowl on Wednesday, so I'll get it out Tuesday night. You don't have to have all this stuff sat in your fridge, because if it goes off, it's such a waste of money and, you know, meat. So there's no harm in freezing your food. You just got to remember to get it out of the freezer. Bread. So if you haven't got any bread, you can obviously make some. There's some really easy recipes out there. I think I might do a recipe video myself for bread. So if that's something you'd like to see, just comment below, because I'll try and get that out to you guys. But yeah, you can freeze bread rolls, you know, you can get those long life part baked rolls as well. We've got some of those because they're really good and they last a long time when they're not open. Don't open them. Yeah, so keep some bread in the freezer if you can. We tend to toast all of our bread anyway, so you don't have to defrost it at all. It just does it in the toaster. Flour and milk, really basic items, but they can do so many different things. Milk's a difficult one because I think at the moment they're rationing the milk for good reason. So maybe if you go to the supermarket every couple of days, just get one more milk each time and whack them all in your freezer, because then if and when we did go into lockdown, or say this was a normal occasion and it snowed or something and you couldn't get out the house, you'd have milk all ready for you in your freezer, and all you have to do is get it out like the day or 2 days before to defrost. Just a really good one to do just for emergencies. Not even necessarily right now, but you know, it's probably a good idea to do that generally anyway. And yeah, flour, if you can get hold of it, like I said, you can make bread with it, which is a really good one. You can make dumplings for your stew, which again makes the stew go further because you're filling up on the dumplings, which is literally just lard and flour. So it's really cheap and easy and uses few ingredients, but then just makes the stew go a lot further because you're filling up on them. And that's about it. I'd say if you can, freeze everything. Anything you can freeze, whack it in there, because it will last a lot longer as long as our power doesn't go out and our freezers don't go out, but let's not think about that. Yeah, so I'm going to do, like I said, the video next on Monday, so it's Saturday now, what we eat in a week, so that will probably be out this time next week probably. And yeah, let me know what ingredients you've got in your fridge, freezer, cupboards and stuff, and if you need some help, pop it in the comments and I will sort of give you some meal ideas for those specific ingredients and maybe give you some tips on how to make that go a lot further. Okay, stay safe everyone, and goodbye.